17mm socket. Alright, for the bracket, it's a 21mm socket. Alright, before you take the brake pads off, just take a look at this spring. There's these complicated brake pad release springs that basically when you let off the brakes, it's supposed to push the brake pads out. You can see the spring on both sides has to make contact with the pad slides, the clips, the anti-rattle clips. So when you put this together, and then you get these springs right here as well. It seems like slightly overcomplicated, but keep in mind that before you take it apart. Take those off. Clean out the rust. Just gonna use a wire brush. This is kind of a rust belt thing because we're in New England. Just put a little silicone underneath here. It's going to slow the corrosion down. It's not going to stop it completely, but you might get an extra year or two before you get a good amount of corrosion under there. This vehicle is a 2022 and it's 2024 right now, so it's realistically 2 to 3 years old. There was a good amount of corrosion in there for 2 to 3 years. The anti-rattle clips on. Slide those in place. And we'll clean up the pins. Pull the pins out. Clean up the grease. We're going to use the silicone on the pin. Not too much. It's definitely better than when it came apart. These are not quite seized, but they really don't move a lot. I don't know that the grease that the factory uses is that great. Alright, that's better. So the one with the squealer on it is going to be on the inside. Just match up the clips when you take it off. This is the driver's side, so the squealer's on the left. Because of all the weird springs and clips, it's not the easiest to get these pads on. Oops. Okay, so you want that spring to line up with the clip. So see, make sure that that lines up right there, and same on the other side. not that much rust on this, but I'm just going to clean it up a little bit with the wire brush. And this is just a New England thing. Just do a thin coat of anti-seize on the hub surface. The important part is right around here, right around the center here. That'll prevent the corrosion on the wheel as well. Just gonna clean off the back of the rotor first. First part's cleaner. Wipe it down. To help with squeaks, you can use a little soapy water. Wash that down. Spin it around. Do the same on this side. I'll just throw a lug nut on. Soapy water. Started. $125 foot-pounds. Alright, so if you're working on a caliper and you have a dual piston but you don't have a dual piston compressor, what you can do is just take one of the old brake pads, and just the single, and just go as close to the center as possible. Just tighten this up. Just go nice and slow. If it seems like it starts pushing one side, just loosen it up. Move to the other side, go back and forth. Most of the time you can just keep it in one spot and it'll just push them both, depending on the vehicle. Most of the time this works pretty well. There you go. All the way down. Pop that up. You're good. Very carefully, if you have a boot that popped up like this, just take a pick. You want to get under here. Just release the air. You can use a straight blade screwdriver, a pocket screwdriver, or a straight blade screwdriver. It works as well. There we go. That sucked it right back in. You can do the same on the other one. Just releases the pressure. But don't stab that. Alright, looks good. And we're going to torque these bolts to 34 foot-pounds. Make sure you pump the brake pedal nice and slow. Good. 3 to 5 times should be good. And double check the brake fluid under the hood and adjust accordingly.